and you know, I appreciate all of your guys' support. I just want to be here for you guys, just like you guys are here for me. I want to try to spread the love and spread the peace, and I just want to help people get through difficult situations while promoting veganism and healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle. Shay here, and today I have a new video for you guys with a couple of life updates because I know I haven't really been on YouTube recently and there's kind of been a lot of stuff going on that I feel like I just need to address and let you guys know about, and also to let you guys know that I will be posting more often from now on and I'm doing much better. If you follow my Instagram account, which is right there, you probably seen my posts. I've been struggling. I said I've been going through a couple of things, so I would like to talk about those things in this video a little bit and also get into something else that kind of is very relatable to the subject. I'm just gonna be real with you guys and just like speak from my heart. I just went through a pretty rough breakup. I'm not really gonna get into the details of it because I don't feel like I'm trying to seek out any sort of revenge. I don't feel like revenge gets people anywhere, but I wanted to bring it up because it has brought about a lot of positive changes in my life. So it's kind of the perfect example of like something good always comes out of something bad. This breakup was really hard for me. It was really sudden. And just, you know, when I thought everything was going fine, everything just went downhill and life threw a big curveball at me. I spent the first couple of days feeling pretty lonely and just trying to get myself through the day until the point where I fell asleep again and wake up the next morning and do the same thing. It was really hard, and I honestly didn't think I was going to come out of that. I thought that I was going to be stuck there. I thought that I was hopeless and there was no future for me after that person. And you know, a couple days after that, I just had come to the realization that I'm free. I'm my own person, and I don't want to diss people that are in relationships because relationships are great and love is wonderful. Love is a wonderful feeling. Love makes the world go round, but being single isn't something that somebody should be ashamed of either. You have the freedom to do what you want. You should have the freedom to do what you want in a relationship. But when you're single, you're your own person. You're completely in control of your life. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. And, you know, you can just enjoy that. It's just been a really eye-opening experience because I feel like I can be there for myself. Whereas before, I felt like I needed a shoulder to cry on. And I needed somebody to always be there supporting me. And you know, my family used to tell me like, Shay, you can't rely on one person. What if that one person goes away? And I was like, that one person's never gonna go away because we're in love. But the thing about love is, it can leave you. I'm not gonna argue with you guys about relationships because like I said, love is wonderful. But the statistics say that 50% of marriages end in divorce. That's a pretty sad fact. So, you know, while you want to lean on that person, I know you want to lean on that person that you're with, sometimes you really have to keep your best interest in mind as well. Because what would you do if that person were to leave? What would you do if something were to happen to that person? If your answer is, I don't know, or your answer is, I would probably kill myself, or your answer is, I would probably cry for years, I would suggest that you start looking out for yourself a little bit better. Because ultimately, you are in control of your life, ultimately you are in control of your feelings, and ultimately you are in control of your decisions. So while you may love that person to death, and that person may be your other half, you can never stop looking out for yourself. Trust is a great thing. It's great to build trust with people when you're in a relationship, but when it gets to the point where you trust them so much that if you were to get broken down, you would just disappear and fall into ashes, then it's not good. it's not a good relationship. Okay, so away from that, just ranting to you guys about that, I'll come back to me and how this experience kind of affected me. So, you know, after a couple days later, I was starting to feel a little bit better. I was going outside again more often. I joined a Facebook group online to try to meet some people with similar interests as mine. And I actually made a couple of friends, and I've been talking to some people, and you know, I realized that there's other people out there who want to support me, and there's other people out there who care about me even though they don't fully know me. There's always somebody out there who cares about you, whether you know it or not. I care about you. I don't even know you, but I care about you because I believe that everybody deserves the best. Everybody deserves to be called beautiful. Everybody deserves to live their life to the fullest because we were all put here for some reason, whether we know it or not. And I just feel like we need to enjoy it. Just look around you. Everything is beautiful. Just take it all in and, you know, love it. I'm getting sidetracked again. Relationships aren't everything in life. Growing up and having a family is really wonderful, but what are you gonna do with that family? What are you gonna do with that life that you created? What are your passions? What are your dreams? What are your goals? I need to move to Hawaii. That's where I feel my happy spot is. I want to work on the raw vegan fruit farm. I want to be happy, and I want to explore, and I want to make videos that inspire people like you guys. And I just want to make a difference in the world. I want to make a difference, even if it's the smallest little difference. That's what makes me happy, and so that's what I've decided to pursue, whether I'm in a relationship or not. And the thing is, you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. And I know you guys are probably sitting over there like, yeah, I know you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. But a lot of people really get into that mindset whenever they do get into a relationship and they get really hooked onto that person. So, to sum this all up, don't break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend because you want to go do something that they're not perfectly okay with. Negotiate with them, sure, but you have to realize that it's your life too, and you have to kind of weigh out the benefits and the doubts of what you want to do versus being with that person. And that's just kind of the way it's going to have to work, because you have to come to a mutual agreement. And the thing about relationships is it's all about sacrifice. It's all about self-sacrifice. It's all about giving yourself to that person while that person also gives themselves to you, and kind of co-decision making, I guess. Deciding what you want to do together and coming to an agreement together on that. And if that person isn't coming to an agreement with you, it may be time to reconsider the relationship. This kind of is leading into what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk a little bit about panic attacks and anxiety, because I did have a lot of anxiety after the breakup, and things definitely got a lot harder before they got better. So I thought maybe I would share with you guys some of my coping skills that I use to get through those kind of moments and those kinds of times. And even if you don't have any kind of anxiety disorder, even if you don't have panic disorder, I suggest that you stick around because you might be surprised at the advice that I have to give you guys. So, anxiety, stress, worry, doubt, fear. What is it? It's what I just said. And it's scary. You know, what to do when you just can't stop thinking about all the possibilities. You know, I've been there before too. Whenever there's so many possibilities out there, you're thinking of all the possible ways you could die at this very moment, or you're thinking about all these people that you thought were your friends, and now you're feeling like none of them love you and like you're not cared for. You have to get yourself out of that mindset. And I know that that sounds difficult. It's way easier said than done. But I'm going to share with you guys some of the ways that I try to get myself out of that mindset. So first of all, if you're having anxiety and you're feeling just super stressed out and your mind is racing like at a million thoughts a second, you need to sit down and chill out. So go into a room, turn the lights off, turn the lights on, I don't care. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I turn the lights off and I sit in my room. I lay on the floor, like spread with my arms wide, and I just take deep breaths and I just completely clear my mind of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I forget who I am. I forget my name. I forget what I have to do tomorrow. I forget what I did yesterday. I just exist in the moment. And that has got to be the most helpful thing for me, to get out of that entire funk and be able to talk myself through the situation clear-mindedly. Once you've calmed down, that can take from 10 minutes to an hour to however long you need, because there's some situations that are more stressful than others, and you just have to figure that out yourself. But once you have calmed down, it's a good idea to kind of stand up and just think to yourself, okay, there's this situation, there's this issue, or there's this fear. How am I gonna deal with it? If it's one of those irrational fears where you're feeling like you're afraid of something that isn't quite possible or isn't likely to happen, you need to tell yourself that. Tell yourself, what are the actual odds that this is going to happen to me? What are the actual odds that an asteroid is going to hit the Earth right now and kill me? What are the odds? You gotta think, I've lived on this earth for 15 years, or I've lived on this earth for 25 years, I've lived on this earth for 40 years, however old you are, and nothing like that has happened to you. So what are the odds that it's going to happen now when you're having this anxiety attack about this specific thing? Very, 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 very low. So next thing I want to talk about is doubts, because a lot of us struggle with self-doubt, especially those with anxiety and depressive disorders. It's really hard to feel confident about yourself and to feel like the people that you care about you as well. When you're talking about the people that you care about and you're having doubts about it, ask yourself why exactly you're having these doubts. Was there something that happened? Was there a fight between you and a friend? What was the situation that caused the thought? And if there was no situation, then I would say go back to square one, where I just mentioned, and try to alleviate that and convince yourself that that's not a true feeling. So if there was some sort of situation or you all had a fight, the first thing that you need to know is being angry at that person and retaliating is not going to get you anywhere. Retaliation and anger are only going to drag you down even more than it's going to drag the person you care about down. So overall, you're not the winner of that situation. Sometimes you just need to take some time, take a couple deep breaths, think about the situation and realize whether you were right or wrong, and talk to that person about it eventually, because communication is the key aspect in all relationships. And if you have communication, nothing else can really knock you down. So that's what I would suggest for some kind of situation like that. A lot of it comes into mindfulness and being present with your surroundings, which is so much harder than it sounds, but it's really something that you just have to work on over time, and over time it will get better, I promise. I've been working on mindfulness for a long time now, and it's just barely started to work with me, but I can tell you it makes a huge difference whenever you are freaking out or having panic attacks and stuff. Mindfulness, laying on the floor, like I said, with my arms wide, feeling the carpet on the ground, looking up at the fan on my ceiling, listening to all the sounds that you can hear from where you are, breathing, feeling how the air feels entering your lungs and exiting through your mouth, and really just slowing time down and focusing on what is going on around you. I want to let you guys know that I am doing so much better. I was eating really, really poorly for a while and actually slipping back into my eating disorder a little bit, where I was pretty much starving myself. I was feeling really ugly and unhappy with the way that I was looking. I've been eating a lot healthier. I've been eating a lot more fruits and vegetables like I was before, and I've been learning to appreciate my body for the way that it is, and I've stopped putting myself down so much. It doesn't matter if you're 200 pounds, it doesn't matter if you're 300 pounds, it doesn't matter if you're 80 pounds. If you are taking care of yourself and you're getting yourself to a point where you want to be, or you're accepting your body for the way that it is when you are taking care of yourself, there is no problem with that. And I feel like you should totally be okay with that. I think that's pretty much all I had to discuss in this video. I've noticed that you guys are really liking my videos. People are really kind on my Instagram. They've been dropping a lot of likes and commenting some very sweet things, so I really appreciate that. If you're not already, subscribe to my channel right down there, Colorful Soul, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out!
So lover, which way have you moved? It's been a while since our bodies grew.